way your cigar is cut can affect the enjoyment of your smoking experience. There are a handful of different ways that you can cut a cigar, and there are plenty of different reasons why people choose one method over the other. First, let's get one thing out of the way. How far down should you cut the cigar? Well, cigars have a cap. The cap of the cigar is wrapper tobacco. It is dressed around the head of the cigar by the roller to reinforce the end and make sure the cigar does not unravel. Make sure you are not cutting too far down the cigar or your wrapper will start to come off. Now let's talk about cutters. The most common is the double blade cutter. This is used to clip off part of the cap and provide a clean, straight cut. These cutters are very common, and chances are you've seen one before. Next is a single blade cutter. This is also used to cut off the tip of the cigar, called the cigar's cap, but uses one blade instead of two. Some people prefer this cutter, but it dulls faster than a double blade cutter and can crack the end of the cigar if you aren't careful. Some people prefer a V cutter. This is the type of cutter that cuts a V shape into the head of the cigar. A V cutter is very simple to use, especially for beginners, since it's unlikely to cut too much of your cigar. For each of these methods, line up your cigar or place the cigar cap down on a table. Using consistent pressure, quickly and deliberately push the blade through the cap of the cigar, slicing off a small piece. Remember, you can always cut a little more, so it's okay to start small. Lastly is a punch. This creates a clean hole in the cap of the cigar. You'll want to push the punch in evenly and rotate the cigar to cut your hole. Some people complain that punches do not allow enough smoke output. This can be remedied by punching twice, 3, or even 4 times to make a clover on the cap of the cigar. A punch can be really convenient. Most lighters have punches built right into them, and you can also keep one on your keychain. Lastly, you can always use your teeth or fingers to carefully remove the cap of the cigar. We don't necessarily recommend this, especially for beginners, but we also don't recommend not smoking your cigar.